Hey, what's up you guys, it's Gus here, and welcome back to my channel, where we do skits, story times, and we play some video games whenever we want. For today's story time, I have another story back from when I was in middle school. Yes, we're returning back to the character Charlie. As you guys saw in the other video, Charlie was a friend of mine, like a close friend of mine, but I told you guys something, or I alluded to the fact that we kind of were drifting apart. We were drifting apart back then in 6th grade, but this is leading into 7th grade. Now, to give a little backstory on, I don't know if this is important or not to the story, it kind of is, kind of isn't. But basically, when I was in 6th grade, I was in a regular class, like not honors related, you know? Then I started to receive better grades, and of course, your boy is like really smart. And me, Charlie, and another kid that was from my original class, we all got such good grades that we got transferred into a higher level class, like a honors class. In that honors class, I finally was able to make friends, something that I struggle a lot with doing. My friends weren't the wisest in making decisions. We would always do stupid stuff that boys would do at that age, you know? Basically, the stupid stuff I'm alluding to is what led to this story being a story. To start off, I was inside of one of my science classes that I was taking in 7th grade. In class this day, specifically, there was a fly, like, this really big, thick flies. Like, you guys know those big, thick, disgusting flies that are just annoying and they zoom past your ears and your face and you're just like, die? Like, you guys all know flies are annoying. So this fly was flying around the classroom and it was annoying the hell out of everyone. So I was really mad. And then the fly eventually landed in front of my face, so my reflex was like, kill it, like slam it with my hand, because it was getting on everyone's nerves. Like, the teacher was complaining about it, the students were like, oh my god, this fucking fly is annoying me. The chance I got to kill it, I killed it. Once I took this action, it started a whole big issue. God,
ew, that's just nasty.
Ew, that's mad gross.
What? I just killed it.
Ew, Nasir, you better not touch me with that. That's so disgusting.
Why would she even say something like that? It's like she wants me to do it or something. Yeah, it's whatever. I'll just ignore everyone. Everyone's being stupid right now.
Yo, Nasir bro, I dare you to touch her. You're pussy if you don't.
Well...
You fucking bitch!
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? You got knocked the fuck out!
Relax, chill, jeez.
You better not touch me with that shit again, I swear. Don't fucking touch me.
Nah,
Nasir, do it again, do it again.
Do it, bro.
Damn.
Do it, Nasir, do it.
Okay, hear me out. Why don't we do it a second time and liven things up? This day has been so fucking boring. The teacher is mad annoying. It's dummy hot in this classroom. I really just want things to be more interesting today. I know she'll probably chase me around. Fuck it. Let's just do it a second time.
Motherfucker!
Why, oh why am I not at home? I ponder.
Touch me with that shit one more time. I dare you. I fucking dare you. Do it.
Dare you to do it again. Please do it. Do it, do it, do it.
So, after I touched Charlie for the 3rd time, which was, for the lack of my better judgment, yes. I have to remember, I was a kid in this story, so like, today I wouldn't have done something like that. But back then, I'm a kid. My friends are daring me to do something, we're all laughing. Of course I'm gonna do it. Peer pressure, you know? Once I touched Charlie for the 3rd time, I ran out of the classroom and she chased after me. Another student that chased behind after us, they're irrelevant to the story, but whenever they speak, I'll just say that they're talking. 3 of us are running around the school, like we just left class. We straight up left class. The student that was chasing after me and Charlie was screaming at me. She was like, Nasir, you done fucked up now. She's gonna fuck you up. And I'm just sitting there like, what does this have to do with you? 1, mind your business. 2, and why are you following us? 3.
Period!
Like, I guess she was just bored that day, so she just decided to see what was gonna happen with this. Charlie is chasing me all around the school. Meanwhile, I'm guessing the teacher from the classroom, which I don't blame her for doing, she called the dean, the dean that you guys all know from the last story time on this channel. The dean was very unhappy to find out that I was running around the school and that Charlie was pursuing me. I was running everywhere. I was running the school cafeteria. I ran through the school yard. I ran through other classrooms. I interrupted classes. Like, I was a horrible person this day. This is not me. I did not do anything like this ever again. Not in high school, not in elementary school. I didn't do this ever. This is like a first time thing. I was trying to get away from this girl because she was going to kill me. Like, if you guys saw her face that day, her face was like bright red. Her only sole focus was beating the shit out of me. So I was trying to get the hell away from that. So at some point, I find myself running into the boys' bathroom to, seek protection from this crazy woman. And basically, this goes down. Okay, she won't follow me in here.
I'm not fucking playing with you.
Did you follow me to the boys' bathroom? It's not that serious, just chill.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Come here.
After she hunts me down in the boys' bathroom, the only place I could think of running back to is my original classroom where I was having my science class. So I'm running back there, and guess who's standing there waiting for me? The dean. And I bump into him, and I'm like, oh shit. And I try to run away, but I get grabbed by him. He's like, no you don't. And I just know I'm in big trouble. I know my mom is going to get called. I don't know how I'm going to explain this story to her. Because honestly, I was being really stupid this day. We both get caught. And the dean is really upset with the both of us. Instead of taking us both at the same time, he takes us separately to figure out what the issue between the both of us was. So that we can talk about it. So he goes to talk to Charlie first. Charlie says whatever story she says to the dean, Mr. Laker from the last story. And then Mr. Laker comes out, he looks at me, and he's like, Nasir, I'm very ashamed of you. I never thought you would stoop that low, or something along the lines of that. He was just saying that he was ashamed of me, he just kept shaking his head. And he was like, he had the serious tone, and I was like, what's going on? And he said, oh, the in-house suspension woman is coming to get you right now. And basically, what in-house suspension was, it would be for kids in my middle school specifically, that were either suspended in school, like you show up to school, but you're not allowed to go to classes, and you get put into this room. People that are suspended are in the process of getting suspended and have to go to that room first and then leave the school and not come back for a couple days. And also for people who are getting expelled from the school. Then they do the paperwork in there or whatever, and they call your parents, they come pick you up, you're not allowed back to the school ever again. In my case, I had an in-house suspension. So I was suspended. Said to have been getting a suspension for 3 days, I'm pretty sure. I had an in-house suspension for 3 days. And I didn't know why. I was informed this by the woman that came and got me, but the whole time I was asking her what was happening, what was going on with like the situation, she was just shaking her head and saying disgusting and like muttering under her breath about me. So I was like, okay, what did Charlie say? Like, I'm so curious now. And when I get put into the in-house suspension room, I've never seen it before, mind you. I walk in, there's literally a cell, like an actual cell with like bars on it with a desk inside. There's 2 separate cells, and then there's desks in front of the cells. And there were 2 students in 2 of the cells, and I was like, what the heck? Coincidentally, guess who's inside of the in-house suspension room? Charlie's boyfriend. Charlie's boyfriend just knows that some shit was going down between me and Charlie. I guess because Charlie texted him about it. So he starts confronting me while being in the room, and he starts calling me like a rapist and saying he's gonna fight me, and I was like, whoa, 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 what? I'm like getting attacked with those words by Charlie's boyfriend, and then I turn, and this basically goes down. Okay, you're gonna have a seat, and you're gonna write down your side of the story on that paper right there, which is irrelevant because we all know that you did it, you disgusting human being. Okay. I hate, despise boys that grow up to be disgusting men just like you. Do you know what I'm saying? You are disgusting. How dare you? How dare you touch that young woman in any type of way, especially in the way that I heard you did it. You are a disgusting parasite. You need to be expelled from the school. You are a disgusting disgrace of a young man. I just want to get one of my sons to come here and just fuck you up, to teach you a fucking lesson. What did she even say that I did? I'm so confused, ma'am. After that whole thing happened, my school had a fire drill. We all had to go outside. The fire drill just so happened to not be a drill, and it was serious, so everyone had to go home early. So I get home early, my mom is asking me what's going down in school, and I'm like, I don't know. And she told me that they're saying that I sexually harassed Charlie and that I touched her breast under her shirt in front of the whole class. That's what Charlie told the dean and told everyone in the school. So my mom already knew that this wasn't true, and she was just angry about it, and I wasn't even in trouble, but she kept calling the school and saying that that wasn't true and saying that I would never do something like that, and they didn't believe her. So I still continued my in-house suspension while everyone, like, whenever I was walking to the suspension room in the morning, all the teachers, all the deans, like, they were all staring down at me, and they were like, disgusting, ew, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're a disgusting young man. And I was visibly upset with Charlie. Charlie tried to approach me after my suspension was done, and she said, oh, I'm sorry for lying about it and stuff, and I hope we can still be friends, because, like, she said that the whole situation was dumb and she wants to move past it, and she still saw me as her best friend. And I said, no, you can't just accuse me for something as serious as rape and think it's okay. So she starts crying because she lost her basically only friend in the class, and eventually she comes clean, and she tells the dean, she tells her mother, she tells everyone. Once everyone finds out the truth and also hears statements from the kids in the class, which they already heard, mind you, I left that part out in the story. They asked the kids in my class that day, they were like, oh, did Nasir touch Charlie in a sexual way? All the kids in the class were friends with me and they all knew me, so they all, of course, said no. And none of the adults believed the kids. They thought they were just trying to cover for me. And they said no little girl would lie about something like that. So everyone was on Charlie's side. Once it was found out that she lied about it, everyone came up to me and tried to apologize. All the adults were like, I'm so sorry. Like, adults and teachers alike were giving me gifts and saying, oh, we didn't mean you any harm. And I was just over the fakeness. I was like, get out of my face, I don't care. Charlie ended up moving to Washington, D.C. or something, I don't know. But basically, she didn't live where I lived anymore. She moved out of New York and went somewhere else. That was the last I've ever heard of Charlie ever. And to be honest, good riddance. That's it for today's story time. If you guys liked this story that you heard today, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys all so much for watching me. I adore all your love and support, and I will continue to make content for you as frequent as possible. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'm Nas the King.
GGS.
I got a tree style, huh? I got a tree style, huh? I got a tree style, I got electricity. Shorty be feeling to see me. Niggas be watching my moves like a TV. They be talking about thinking I be me, huh? I got electricity. Shorty be feeling to see me. Niggas be watching my moves like a TV. They be talking about thinking I be me, Like it, let him get to this bag. If he talk, I'd put one in his hat. I put a beam on my fucking type. Don't talk on my name unless you put in respect. Like, baby, don't trip, it be fine, girl. gripping your waist when I hit from behind. Grinding, I'm on the incline, so I never switch to the day that I die. You talking blocks, we spinning that. Don't you know I was be spinning back? Boy, talking hot to me, knock off a fitted cap. Get hit with a brick, I ain't talking crack. Finna go cop me as if then I'm flipping that. Know that I'm flipping that. One of my bills to be blue, yeah, I'm into that. Ain't playing, I'm speaking fast. Cheesy, shorty be feeling to see me. Niggas be watching my